And following warnings by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency of likely thunderstorms and rainfall in most parts of Nigeria between Sunday and today, the 11th of June, the Lagos state government is putting modalities in place to secure residents. The alert contained a 9-minute weather outlook released on Saturday in Abuja, forecast a wet start to the week with heavy downpours expected in the north central and southern part of the country. According to NIMET, rain showers are anticipated over parts of Oyo, Ogun State, Ondo, Ebonyi, Ekiti, Edo, Abia, Imo, Enugu, Anambra, Lagos State, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Rivers, Delta, and Bayelsa State later in the day. And for the aviation sector, the agency also advised airline operators to obtain airport-specific weather report from NIMET to ensure effective planning of the operations. Permanent Secretary of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, Olufemi Okelsointolo, joins me to discuss preparedness for possible flooding in Lagos State. It's good to have you join us on the news at 1. We've seen the situation in Niger State, the Mokwa flood. We're not praying for a reoccurrence of that in Lagos State, but is Lagos really ready to handle that sort of emergency?
We are ready. We are well prepared. All the key stakeholders that are important in managing emergency in terms of preventive aspects of it has been put to red alerts under the watch of Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, the executive governor of Lagos State. You can see that our team, key stakeholders, Ministry of Environment, led by the Commissioner of Environment, are doing their best to ensure that our people are clearing both the primary, their secondary, and the third tertiary channelization in terms of the slittings. We are carrying out a lot of sensitization in terms of ensuring that our people are aware what is at stake. Not only that, all the key stakeholders have been put into red alerts. The fire services, the building controlling agency, the ambulance services, the Ministry of Health, and the LASEMA. And you're quite aware that in Lagos State, we have our relief camps in 3 senatorial districts. We have one in Lagos East at Agowa, Lagos West at Igondo, and the other one at the Lagos Central. And we realize that the impact of this is to the grassroots. All the primary health care in Lagos State have been put into red alerts. Not only that, we have established our local emergency management agency and local emergency management committee. And our emergency number for effective and efficient communication is on the ground: 112, 112 or 767. And with that, we can say in Lagos State, we are well prepared, and we are looking at it holistically in terms of emergency and disaster management.
I mean, some of the concerns that were raised, last year, especially during the flash floods, was that, we didn't have proper drainage system. Lagos wasn't ready in terms of infrastructure in ensuring that this does not happen again. There were also some concerns about clogged areas. Are you saying the drainage system Lagos is perfectly ready to handle any situation?
Definitely,
now?
Yes. That was in the past. We are perfectly ready.
What have been the moves, the active moves that you've seen that you see?
The active moves that you can see that the Ministry of Environment, they are on top of their challenges. You can see the Commissioner moving everywhere in Lagos State, all the corners. All our committees have been put into red alert. And I can assure the good people of Lagos State that we are as much as ready. And we scale up our emergency response. Today in Lagos State, our command control is now a full-blown agency. So we realize that communication is very important in disaster management. Today, our 123, 767 are not only effective, they are efficient under the watch of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu.
And it's a different thing when the government is handling it, but also the people also have to take responsibility. You mentioned awareness, sensitization to ensure that, people also play their part. It's not just the government. But how well would you say people are actually, receiving this information, would you say you are seeing positive?
We are seeing a lot of positive. Look at all the indications. All the indications are positive. About 5 days ago, there is a lot of wetland. There was a high rainfall, and you can see that indications that we are not experiencing any form of disaster.
So what I was trying to ask is, what can I as an individual do to ensure that I protect myself, even if I live in flood-prone areas like that?
Well, number one, you must ensure that you do not dump refugees in the gutters. You must ensure there's a free flow of water or your drainage in your society. And you must ensure that when you see anybody trying to obstruct any channelization, you quickly inform us on our emergency number. Our emergency number is 112 or 767. And I can assure you we will be right there.
So talk to us about these areas in Lagos State. Not so many persons are aware about the areas that are prone to. Some believe that it's probably the island and not just, just areas probably across the mainland. So give us better information.
Look at the Etiosa area. Etiosa area is very prone. Ikodu area is very prone. And we have Isheri area. They are prone to to flood.
And this, especially your attempt to sensitize the public, is a preventive measure. But are there plans to also ensure that if this happens, there is probably going to be a shelter for those affected?
Definitely, that's what I mentioned earlier, that we have a relief camp. That in each senatorial district of Lagos State, we have a relief camp. If need be, we will open it under the directives of Mr. Governor. So we are well prepared.
And this rainy season also affects airlines also. I understand that you also made a statement about that, ensuring that airlines also get the pass to travel during this season. Talk to us about that.
Well, the NEMA people are handling that with the federal government, and we are working with them.
All right. Thank you very much for that update. I've been talking to the Permanent Secretary of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, Oluwafemi. Tolu. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much.